Good afternoon, all. Welcome to the lecture of Advanced Discrete Mathematics. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So in last lecture we have seen some concept that is nothing but the walk, path, trail, cycle, and some that is circumference of a graph, length of a graph. Okay, and length of path and length of a cycle. Okay. So today we will see one theorem. First, see the statement. Theorem. A graph G is connected if and only if given given any pair u and v of vertices, there is a path from there is a path from vertex u to vertex v. Okay, so what is the theorem? It said that any graph G is a connected graph if and only if given any pair U and V of vertices, there is a path from U to V. First, we have to take graph G is connected, and then we have to prove that if we take any two vertices of that graph, then there is a path from vertex U to vertex V. And we know what is a path. Path is nothing but it is an open walk in which no vertex is repeated. And it's converse part, that is if u and v be any two vertices and there is a path from u to v, and it is true for any pair of vertices u and v, then the corresponding graph G is a connected graph. See the proof. First, only if part, and in that let us assume that is here we will make a supposition, that is suppose that the graph graph G is a connected graph, and we have to prove that given any pair of vertices, pair u and v of a vertices, there is path from u to v. There is a path from vertex u to vertex v. Okay. So for proving this, let us assume that there is a subgraph G1 of a graph G which contains an vertex U and all those vertices which are connected to vertex U by a path together with all the edges incident on that vertices. Okay, so assume that for proving this, we will first here we will make a contradiction, that is we will make a wrong assumption, that is as here we have to prove that they if we take any two vertices u and v, there is a path from u to v. So here we will make a supposition that there is no path from vertex u to v. So suppose that there is no path from no path from vertex u to vertex v. Okay, now let G1 be a graph, let G1 be a subgraph of a graph G, subgraph of a graph G which contains an vertex u and vertex u and all those vertices which are connected to u, which are connected to u by a path together with all the edges incident on these vertices. Okay, incident on these vertices. Okay, since here we have supposed that there is no path from vertex u to v. As there is no path from vertex u to v, it means that there are at least two subgraphs for a graph G, that is G1 and G2. So here we have considered G1 be a subgraph of a graph G which contains an vertex u and all those vertices which are connected to u by a path together with all the edges incident on these vertices. Okay, as there is no path from u to v, then v is not a member of this G1. So let G2 be a subgraph of a graph G, subgraph of G which contains an vertex V, contains an vertex V and all those edges which are connected to vertex V, to V by a path together with all the edges incident on these vertices, incident on these vertices. Okay, so here we have two subgraphs G1 and G2. One contains vertex U and all those vertices which are connected to U, and G2 be a subgraph of a graph G which contains an vertex V and all those vertices which are connected to V by a path. Now these two subgraphs G1 and G2 both are non-empty since U is a member of vertex set of G1, V is a member of vertex set of G2. So these two subgraphs of graph G are non-empty. Are non-empty. It means that U is belonging to vertex set of G1, V is belonging to vertex set of G2. It means that these two are graphs having at least one vertices. Okay, so since U is belonging to vertex set of G1 and V is belonging to vertex set of G2. Okay, so now here we have to prove that whenever we will take the intersection of vertex set of G1 and vertex set of G2, then there is no vertex common between them. Okay, so here we have to prove that vertex set of G1 intersection vertex set of G2 is an empty set. Okay, that is there is no vertex common between these two vertices. For proving this one, we will assume that W be a vertex which is belonging to vertex set of G1 intersection vertex set of G2. It means W is a common vertex in between these two vertex set, which implies W is a member of vertex set of G1 and similarly it is a member of vertex set of G2 also. As W is a member of vertex set of G1 and already vertex set of G1 contains an vertex U, which implies that there is a path from U to W. And also as W is belonging to vertex set of G2 also, it means that there is a path from V to W also. That is either V to W or W to V. There is a path from U to W, there is a path from W to V. It implies that there is a path from U to V also, which implies that there is a path from U to V. But this will be contrary to our assumption since we have assumed that there is no path from U to V. So this contradiction arises due to our wrong assumption. That is W be a vertex which is common in between these two vertex set, which implies that vertex set of G1 intersection vertex set of G2 is empty. Okay, and that is we have to prove. Okay, it means that there is no any vertex which is common in between these two vertex sets. Okay, now it implies that as vertex set of G1 intersection vertex set of G2 is equal to empty set. It means that there is no vertex common in between these two vertex sets, which implies that G1 and G2 are two vertex disjoint subgraph. G1 and G2 are two vertex disjoint subgraph. Having union is nothing but
जी
subgraphs, and G1 union G2 is nothing but G. Now tell me whether this one is possible. Since we have already given that G is a connected graph, and here we have expressed this G as a disjoint union of two subgraphs. Whether this one is possible.
No, sir.
This one is not possible since we have G is a connected graph, which is contradiction to our assumption, which is contradiction since G is a connected graph. Hence, our assumption is wrong. Yes. Which assumption?
There is no path from U to V.
Yes. It implies that there is a path from vertex U to V. There is a path from U to V. And that is we have to prove. Okay. So whenever graph G is connected, and if we take any pair of vertices U and V, then there must be a path from vertex U to vertex V. Okay. Now the if part. Suppose for given any pair of vertices there is any pair of vertices U and V, there is a path from, there is a path from vertex U to V, and we have to prove that G is connected. Okay, so for proving the graph G is connected, here we will again assume that G is not a connected graph. So suppose that G is not a connected graph. As G is not a connected graph, it means it is a disconnected graph. And what is the definition of disconnected graph? It can be expressed as a disjoint union of two subgraphs, which implies that G can be expressed as a disjoint union of two subgraphs. Disjoint union of two subgraphs. Two subgraphs, we will consider that G1 and G2. G1 and now let U be any vertex of G1. Any vertex of G1 and V be any vertex of G2. Any vertex of G2. Since U and V belongs to the two distinct components. Since U and V belongs to the two distinct components. Since G1 and G2 is nothing but G1 and G2 are the two disjoint subgraphs. It means they are belong U and V belonging to the two distinct components. As they are belonging to two distinct components, now tell me whether there is a path from vertex U to V.
No, sir.
Which implies that there is no path from U to V. As there is no path from U to V, it implies that this will be a contradiction to our supposition. Since we have already supposed that if we take any pair of vertices U and V, then there must be a path from vertex U to vertex V. But here we will get there are two vertices U and V, and there is no path from vertex U to V, which implies that we get a contradiction. So our assumption is wrong. Assumption is wrong. That is, the graph G is not connected is not possible, which implies G is a connected graph. G is connected graph, and hence the Okay, so whenever graph G is connected, then for any pair of vertices U and V, there is a path from vertex U to vertex V and its converse set. That is, if there are two vertices U and V and there is a path from U to V. That is, if it is true for any pair of vertices U and V, then the corresponding graph G must be a connected graph only. Okay, कुणाल काही doubt यामध्ये?
No, sir. Sir.
Okay. Next theorem. If a graph G contains exactly two odd degree vertices, a graph G contains exactly two odd degree vertices, then there is a path from that vertices. Suppose here there is a then there is a path between them. Okay, so if there is a graph which contains exactly two odd degree vertices, then it implies that there must be a path between these two vertices. We will assume U and V be any two odd degree vertices in a graph G. So see the proof. Let U and V be the two odd degree vertices in a graph G. Let U and V be the two odd degree vertices, two odd degree vertices in a graph G. And all the remaining vertices, since we have given that there are only two vertices having degrees odd, and all the remaining vertices are of even degree, are of even degree. Now here we have to prove that there is a path between these two odd degree vertices. That is to prove that there is a path from U to V. There is a path from U to V. So here again we will assume that there is no path from vertex U to V. Assume the contradiction that there is no path from U to V. Contradiction that there is no path from vertex U to vertex V. Okay. As there is no path from vertex U to vertex V, it implies that these two vertices U and V are belonging to two different components of a graph G. Is it true?
Yes, sir.
So it implies that our original graph as thus our original graph has two different components. Let us suppose that G1 and G2 be two components of a graph G. Let G1 and G2 be the two components of graph G. Such that U is belonging to vertex set of G1 and V is belonging to vertex set of G2. Since here we have assumed that there is no path from U to V, and whenever they are belonging to same component, then there must be a path from U to V. As there is no path from vertex U to V, then U is belonging to vertex set of G1 and V is belonging to vertex set of G2. Where G1 and G2 are to any distinct components for a graph G. As here we have given component, then there is no use. There is no meaning for distinct. Okay, since as there are G1 and G2 are components, it means that G1 and G2 must be distinct. Okay, so U is belonging to vertex set of G1 and V is belonging to vertex set of G2. Okay, so but whenever U is belonging to vertex set of G2 and V is belonging to vertex set of U is belonging to vertex set of G1 and V is belonging to vertex set of G2, then what should be the degree of vertex set of G1 and graph G1 and graph G2? Since we have already, there are only two vertices which are of odd degree and remaining all the vertices are of even degree. Now U is belonging to graph G1, V is belonging to graph G2. Whether this one is possible? कळतंय ना, आपल्याकडे दोनच वर्टेक्स आहेत ज्यांची डिग्री ऑड आहे. पण आपण जे सपोज केलंय त्याच्यावरून आपल्याला दोन वेगळे कंपोनंट मिळाले, G1 आणि G2, ज्याच्यामध्ये U वर्टेक्स आहे G1 मध्ये, V वर्टेक्स आहे G2 मध्ये. U ला सोडून जितके काही बाकीचे वर्टेक्स असतील G1 मधले त्या सगळ्यांची डिग्री काय आहे? इवन आहे. सेम फॉर G2 ऑल्सो. V ला सोडून बाकी जितके वर्टेक्स आहेत त्या सगळ्यांची डिग्री किती आहे? इवन आहे. U आणि V वर्टेक्स हे दोनच वर्टेक्स आहेत ज्यांची डिग्री ऑड आहे. तर ही गोष्टी पॉसिबल आहेत.
नो सर.
का?
बाकी सगळ्या व्हर्टायसेसची डिग्री इवन आहे, अँड इफ यू विल बी देअर इन दॅट ऑल इवन, देन whole degree of that graph will be odd.
Graph is odd, and by handshaking labor we know that what is the degree of a graph G? It is twice the number of edges. It means
Even.
degree of a graph G is always even. Okay, either we can use this one or we know one theorem, that is every graph has even number of odd degree vertices. Okay, so this one is not possible, but we get a contradiction to the statement that every graph has even number of odd degree vertices. Since here graph G1 has only one vertex U which is of odd degree, and same graph G2 has only one vertex V which is of odd degree, and this one is not possible. So this will be a contradiction to this statement. Thus U and V must belonging to the same component. U and V must belong to the same component, and as they are belonging to the same component, then there must be a path from these two vertices, which implies that there must be a path from U to V. Must be path from U to V, and that is we have to, and here is the required. Okay, काही डाऊट यामध्ये?
No sir.
Okay. Next, one more result is there. Theorem. Given any two vertices U and V, or given any two vertices U and V of a graph G, then every UV walk contains a UV path. Okay, so if we have two vertices U and V of a graph G, then each UV walk contains a UV path. What is a walk?
It is a finite sequence which contains alternate vertices and edges.
And path is nothing but it is just an open walk in which no vertex is repeated, and we have to prove that if there is a walk from vertex U to V, then it has UV path. Okay, so since we know UV walk is just an finite sequence which has alternating vertices and edges, but path is nothing but it is an open walk in which no vertex is repeated. So in walk there must be a possibility that there are some edges and vertices which are repeated. So just we have to remove that repeated vertices, then we will get one path from vertex U to V. Okay, so prove. Again here there are two possibilities. As here we have U to V walk, UV walk is there, then there must be possibility of U must be equal to V. Okay, and U is not equal to V. Whenever u is not equal to v, then it is an open walk, and but if u equal to v, then it is an closed walk. So here first case, if u is equal to v, that is 1 minute, that is w is a closed walk. Okay, and whenever it is a closed walk, then just we have to take p, path p as a u only, closed walk. Then the trivial path, what is a trivial path?
Which contains no edges.
No edges. Okay, that is an single vertex path. P equal to u will do. It means there is a path from vertex u to v. As u is equal to v, both the vertices same. Then as the u equal to v, it means that our walk will be a closed walk. Then the trivial path. What is the trivial path? Which has no edge. It means that single vertex will be a path having length is 0. So just take that path as a u, that is single vertex u, and it will do our proof. Okay. So this will be the first case. Now if suppose u is not equal to v, suppose u is not equal to v, and whenever u is not equal to v, it means that our walk will be a open walk. Again we have two cases. First case is nothing but there that uv walk contains no repeated vertices, and second case contains some repeated vertices. Okay, so first we will see for the walk in which no vertex will be repeated. That is w is open and first case, let vertices of walk w are given in an order by u, that is we will take this as u0, u1, u2 up to so on, some uk, and that one is nothing but vertex v, and we have to prove that this uv walk contains a uv path. If none of the vertices are repeated, if none of the vertices of graph G occurs in W more than once, then W, that is a walk, W is a path, W is already a U2V path. So path P is nothing but W. So, and we are finished by taking P equal to W. P equal to W. So this will be the first case. Now if suppose there are some vertices in this walk that should be repeated. So now suppose that there are vertices of graph G that occurs in W, twice or more than there are distinct I and J, distinct I and J with I is less than J, such that Ui must be equal to Uj. That is, there are some vertices which are repeated in our given walk W. Okay, now if the terms as Ui is equal to Uj, then there is no meaning for the terms Ui plus 1, Ui plus 2 up to so on, Uj minus of 1, since Ui is nothing but Uj. So if the terms ui plus 1, ui plus 2 up to so on, uj minus of 1 are deleted from a walk, deleted from walk W, then we obtain a UV walk W1 having fewer vertices. It means this number of vertices than walk W. Okay, since here ui is equal to uj. ओके, ui पासून जाऊन uj पर्यंत आल्यानंतर सेमच जर व्हर्टेक्सला येत असेल तर या ui प्लस 2 uj मायनस 1 ला जर आपण डिलीट केलं त्या वॉक मधून तर परत मला कुठं शेवटी येणार कुठं आहे हे सगळं फिरून परत माझं अशी व्हर्टेक्स मिळणार आहे जिथं परत दोन्ही सेमच असणार आहेत. त्यासाठी आपण डिलीट काय करणार, ui प्लस 1 ui प्लस 2 अप टू 1 uj मायनस 1. सिन्स वी want a path and we know what is a path is nothing but it is an open walk in which no vertex is repeated. As here vertex ui and uj are same, it means that this vertex will be repeated. It means we have to remove this remaining part. Okay, and whenever we will remove this vertex ui plus 1 up to 1 uj minus 1, then we will get one walk uv walk which has fewer vertices than walk w. Since here we have deleted these number of vertices, that is ui plus 1 ui plus 2 up to so on uj minus of 1. Now if suppose after deleting these vertices, if this uv walk contains all the vertices are distinct, then that uv walk is nothing but a uv path. But if suppose again there is a vertex some um which is repeated, then again we have to do the same procedure. Okay, so if there is no vertex, not with no repetition of vertices in walk w1, vertices in walk w1, then that walk w1 is nothing but a path. Then w1 is a uv path and setting p equal to w1, p equal to w1 finishes the proof. But if this is not the case, then we repeat the above deletion process. Procedure until finally arriving at a UV path. Okay, just we have to do the deletion procedure until we will get a UV path. But after some finite number of steps, we will definitely get a UV path. Okay, and that one is nothing but our proof, and hence the yes. कुणाला काही डाऊट यामध्ये?
नो सर.
काही नाही, फक्त एक ग्राफ जी आहे त्यामधून जर कोणतेही दोन वर्टेक्स यू आणखीन व्ही घेतले, म्हणजे जर समजा तुम्ही युव्ही वॉक जर घेतला तर त्या युव्ही वॉक मध्ये युव्ही पाथ असतोच हे प्रूव्ह करायचं आहे. वॉक म्हणजे काय आहे? जस्ट इट इज अ फायनाइट सिक्वेन्स ऑफ टर्म्स हॅव्हिंग फायनाइट सिक्वेन्स having terms are nothing but vertices at edges, that is alternating vertices at edges. That one is nothing but a walk, and we have to prove that walk contains a UV path. It means if there is a repetition of vertices, then we have to remove that vertices. Otherwise, that walk itself is a path. But here, as we have u to v walk, then there are two possibilities. Either u is not equal to v or u is equal to v. U is equal to v, it means that walk is nothing but a closed walk. And for that closed walk, just take vertex u, as vertex u is equal to v, then just take path p as a vertex u only. that is a trivial path having length will be 0, and that path u and v are same, it means there is a walk from u to v or path from u to v. Okay, so for that case, the result will be obviously true. But if suppose u is not equal to v, it means that the given walk is an open walk. If that open walk contain, that is each vertex in that open walk is a distinct, then there is no difficulty for proof. Since here we have to prove that there is for UV walk contains a UV path. As here there is no vertex repeated, it means that that walk itself is a path. So that case the result will be obviously true. But if suppose that there are some vertices which are repeated in a UV walk, that is if suppose u0, u1, u2 up to so on, uk be the vertices of a walk UV, then we have to remove. If suppose first case is nothing but ui equal to uj is there, that is for some distinct I and j, ui is nothing but uj. That it means that whenever we will arrive ui to uj, then there is no pinning for the vertices ui plus 1, ui plus 2 up to so on, uj minus 1. Since we want a path, so we have to delete these number of vertices. Whenever we will delete these number of vertices, then we will again get a uv walk, some w1, which has some less number of vertices than w. If each vertex in this UV walk is distinct, then that one is nothing but a UV path. But if suppose there are again some vertices which are repeated in a walk W1, then we have to do the same procedure until we get a UV path, and hence the required result. Yes, कुणाला काही डाऊट यामध्ये?
नो सर.
नक्की कळाले तर ना UV वॉक मध्ये UV पाथ येतोच का?
सर सेकंड प्रोसिजर साठी एक्झाम्पल येतं.
ऑब्वियसली एक्झाम्पल तर देईन, फक्त या प्रूफ मध्ये काय डाऊट आहे का?
नो सर.
C1 V2 V3 V4 and V5. Sorry. Somewhere V4 and here is V5. This is okay. E1, E2, E3, E4, E5. Suppose somewhere here is that one. This will be E6, E7, E8, E9, and E10. This will be a graph G with vertex set V and edge set E. Okay, so first we will take one walk from vertex U to vertex V. That is, here we will take a path from V1 to V5. So let us take walk W as V1, E1, V2, E5, V3, E10, V3, E5, V2, E3, V5. Okay. So from this one, just tell me what is U and what is V. So here, what is U? U is nothing but
V1.
V1.
Yes sir.
What is U0? Sorry, U1. U1 is nothing but V2. U3 is nothing but V3. U4 is nothing but again V3. U5 is nothing but V2, and U6 is nothing but vertex V5. That is finally vertex V is there. Okay. Now, as here we have U2 V walk. This UV walk is there. That is W is nothing but UV walk. And we have to show that as there is a walk from vertex U to V, then there must be a path from vertex U to V. So actually, what is our walk is there? Here is vertex U. This one here. That is first one we have to go from here to here. That is what E1. This one is nothing but V1, V2, V3 and V5. Okay, so first we have to go through, that is vertex V1 to V2 through edge E1, then from vertex V2 to vertex V3, from which edge, which is E5 is there. Okay, so that is from here, and from V3 to V3 through edge E10, again from V3 to V2 through edge E5, and then from VT to V5 through edge, should be the edge corresponding edge, which is E3 is edge there. Okay, so this will be our UV walk is there. So this one is nothing but UV walk, and in that we have to show that there is a UV path. Now tell me, which vertex is repeated here?
V2 and V3.
First we have to V2 and V3. So first is nothing but V2 is there. Okay, so as here आपण करतोय काय, वर्टेक्स V1 टू V2 ला जातो, V2 पासून V3 ला गेलो, परत V3 पासून V2 लाच येणार आहे. ओके, जर वर्टेक्स V2 पासून V2 लाच येणार असेल तर हे रिमेनिंग पार्ट आपल्याला रिमूव्ह करावं लागेल. सो ॲज हियर U3 is nothing but U4, that is U3 is V3, U4 is again V3. Okay, so delete the vertices V3. So delete the vertex V3. The vertex V3 to give the walk, that is W1. W1. And as whenever we have to remove the vertex V3, then again we have to remove the edge E10 also. That is, and the edge E10 also, and the edge E10. Okay, so what is W1? W1 is nothing but V1, E1, V2, E5, V3, E5, V2, E3, V5. Okay, since here we have first case is this one, that is vertex V3 is repeated. As vertex V3 is repeated, then we have to remove one vertex V3 and the edge which is incident on V3. So what is the W1? W1 is nothing but V1, E1, V2, E5, V3, E5, V2, E3 and V5. Now vertex V2 is repeated. So just we have to remove the remaining part in our given. Okay. So the next stage is to delete V2, E5, V3, E5 to give walk W2 as V1, E1, V2, E3, V5. So the required path is nothing but this one, and this is the required path. This is the required UV path. Since this one is nothing but U and this one is nothing but V. Okay, so first case is there. As here we have going through V1 to V2, V2 to V3, V3 to V2, V2 to V5. So first which vertex will be repeated? Vertex V3 is repeated. So first in case we have to remove vertex one time, vertex V3, and the edge incident on that vertex V3. E10 is a edge which is incident on vertex V3. So that this part is first we have to remove. E10 is vertex V3 and E10 we have to remove. So the remaining is nothing but walk W1. So what is the walk W1? W1 is nothing but V1, E1, V2, E5, V3, E5, V2, E3, V5. So again here there is a case in which vertex V2 is repeated. So that case we have to remove this part, that is E5 to v2. So the next walk is nothing but w2. W2 is nothing but v1 e1, v2 e3, v5. Okay, so as in this walk w2 there is no vertex repeated and it is an open walk, then by the definition of path this w2 is a path, and that one is from vertex u to vertex v. So from that one we conclude that every uv walk contains a uv path. Okay, so what is the next graph is there? That is, here is vertex v1, vertex v2 is there, and here is vertex v5, and the edge which is incident on v1 to v2 is e1, that is this one, and from this one to here there is a edge which is e3, and that one is the uv path. Okay, so every uv walk contains a uv path. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
येस, कुणाला काही डाऊट यामध्ये?
No, sir.
आहे की नाही डाऊट?
No, sir.
जर असेल तर विचारू शकतो. असं काही वाटतंय का व्हर्टेक्स v3 कसं काय रिमूव्ह केला, व्हर्टेक्स v3 तर रिमूव्ह केला, परत व्हर्टेक्स v3 कसं काय घेतला w1 मध्ये, असं तर वाटत नाही ना?
No, sir.
हो की नाही? बोला हो काहीतरी. करायचं काय
No, sir.
फक्त पहिला जो व्हर्टेक्स माझा व्हर्टेक्स कोणते रिपीटेड आहेत, v2 आणि v3 व्हर्टेक्स दोन आहेत जे रिपीटेड आहेत, त्यामधून काय करायचं आहे, पहिला v3 काढायचा. v3 काढायचा असेल तर त्याच्यासोबतची एज काय आहे माझी e10 आहे, म्हणजे जो काही माझा वॉक असेल इथे जो इथं काय आहे माझा पहिला v3 आणखीन v3 दिसते, त्यामधून मला काय काढावं लागणार आहे, एक v3 काढावं लागणार आहे. v3 काढलं तर त्याच्यासोबतची एज काढावं लागेल. सो v3 आणि e10 जर काढला तर तुम्हाला मला एक w1 वॉक मिळेल ज्यामध्ये फक्त व्हर्टेक्स v2 रिपीटेड असेल. एक आपण ऑलरेडी काढून टाकला v3 जो की रिपीटेड होत होता. ते काढल्यानंतर मग काय राहील तुम्हाला वॉक w1 राहील जी अशी असेल v1 e1 v2 e5 v3 e5 v2 e3 v5. v2 पासून परत v2 पर्यंतच येतो. मग माझे मध्ये असलेले सर्व गोष्टी काढून टाकावं लागतील. इतके काढून टाका, सॉरी इतके काढून टाका. सो काय राहील व्हर्टेक्स v1 e1 v2 e3 and v5. हा असा वॉक मिळेल w2 जो की ओपन असेल आणखीन वॉक असेल. सो बाय द डेफिनेशन ऑफ पाथ, as here no vertex is repeated and it is an open walk, it means it is a path, and from that one we conclude that every UV walk contains a UV path. Okay, and instead of suppose this W, if there is a path walk W as nothing but v1 e2 v2 e4 v4 e8 and v3. This one is a walk. Now tell me what is a UV path. This one is U and this one is V. ही दुसरी वॉक दिली मी. What is theorem? Every UV walk contains a UV path. So tell me what is a UV path?
Itself it is.
Walk is there. As here there is a no vertex repeated in our given walk and it is an open walk. So it is itself a UV path. And it supports E1, E2, V2, E3, V5, E6, V1. This one is a walk W. Then tell me the UV path. आता काय रिमूव्ह करणार? v1 पासून चाललो आहे, v1 लाच येत आहे, तर काय करणार?
होल डिलीट करावं लागेल सर. ओनली v1 vertex.
वॉक तरी आहे का? काय रिमूव्ह? या सर्व गोष्टी डिलीट कराव्या लागतील तुम्हाला.
ट्रिवियल वॉक केल सर.
E6 कारण मला पाहिजे काय, पाथ पाहिजे. पाथ पाहिजे. इथं हे जर घेतलं तर काय उपयोग नाही, कारण हा ओपन वॉकच फर्स्ट होणार नाही. सो जस्ट रिमूव्ह दिस पाथ, देन वी विल गेट अ सिंगल वर्टेक्स u which is equal to v1 which is v. So this is nothing but a single vertex u, that is v1 is nothing but, and this one is a, now this one is open walk since there is only one vertex as this one is open and there is no repetition of vertices, it means it is a path. So what is a UV path? UV path is nothing but vertex v1 to vertex v1 itself. Okay, having length will be 0. Similarly, suppose v1 to e1 e2, there is a walk w is nothing but v1 e1 v2 e2 v1 e6 v5. Now tell me what is the UV path for this corresponding walk? Yes, what is the UV path? डिलीट करना. कोणती वर्टेक्स रिपीट होती माझी?
B1.
V1 वर्टेक्स रिपीट होती. तर या गोष्टीला काही अर्थ आहे का इथून E1 पासून या V1 पर्यंत? पार्ट काढून टाका. काय मिळेल? V1 E6 V5 and that one is W1 and that one is nothing but V. Okay, so this one is nothing but U2V walk and this one is nothing but U2V path. Okay, clear आहे का?
Yes, sir.
येस सॉरी, नक्की समजलंय ना?
Yes, sir.
ओके, ठीक आहे.